When I think of Darren McStade, I immediately break into a huge, wide, face-long grin. And do you know why? Because every time I visit his channel, I smile, I laugh, I truly get a kick out of watching his videos. I truly enjoy the lessons that I learn from his videos. Now you may ask, who is Darren McStade? I've never heard of him. And why does he make me laugh? Well, let me tell you. Let me give you a little introduction. He has a YouTube channel entitled Improve Your Voice, in which he gives lessons, he gives advice, he shares wisdom about your voice, about narrating, about articulation, about using your voice as an instrument to create different characters, different voices. And let me tell you, he has an intensive, extensive system and technique in developing unique voices. He has one video in which you can develop over 600,000 voices. And you may say, that's impossible. I don't believe anybody can do that. Well, let me tell you, I was skeptical myself until I sat down and watched his video. And let me tell you, he can create even more than 600,000 voices. But he gave you the tools to at least create 100 distinct voices. And if that number is too large, you can narrow it down to 10 distinct voices that are recognizable and that are different from one another. Now, before I get into details, specifics about his channel, I would like to introduce you to him formally. So his name is Darren McStade. He was born and raised in London, England, by his Irish mother, Bridget, and his one sister, Melanie. He graduated from East 15 Acting School, and he has appeared in productions such as the National Theatre, Royal Opera House, Secret Cinema, and so much more. Darren writes and produces music videos and also hosts a successful YouTube channel called Improve Your Voice, which is where I was introduced to him. If you were to go to the internet right now, this very moment, and type in Darren McStade, there would be a whole slew of links that pop up. And you would have a choice of which link to click on to find out more about this brilliant actor and voice narrator. The video that I want to focus on today is entitled, How to Create 100 Distinctly Different Voices. And the thumbnail grabs your attention. There is an image of Darren McStade with a quirky, odd expression on his face. And then there is the bold lettering of the title of the video, and 100. The number jumps right out at you because it's emphasizing that you can create at least 100 voices that are distinct and that are different. However, as I have said, he will allow you and provide for you the tools to create 100,000 voices, 200,000 voices. He goes all the way up to 600,000 voices. And if you're creative, you can use his advice and his tools and create more. Darren McStade also mentioned that a lot of times voice actors are hired for their own voice, and that these tools and that this advice that he offers will only enhance that instrument. He also goes on to talk about how important it is to take care of your voice because it is an instrument. He also has videos showing you how to do full body exercises to help you with your voice, and also in particular exercises for the voice. And he does such things as making noises like or humming. He even says yawning will help you to exercise your voice and to strengthen your voice and to exercise those muscles. Darren McStade also goes on to suggest tongue twisters, such as Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? Oh my God. I haven't done that since I was a child. But what he is promoting here is enunciation and being able to speak quickly and being able to have dexterity with your voice. Now that we have officially gotten the introduction of Darren McStade out of the way, let's focus on some of the advice that he gives. He mentions a particular technique or method called Laban, and he mentioned it was created by Rudolph, and you can look this name up and you can see what it actually consists of. But for this particular video, he mentions that there are different ways of or patterns of expressing yourself. There could be light, direct, and sudden, or light, direct, and sustained, or light, indirect, and sudden, or light, indirect, or sustained. Now, obviously, I am trying to mimic what he does in this video. You need to actually go to the YouTube channel, Improve Your Voice, and look at this particular video and gauge the information for yourself. Darren McStade also mentions that there are different types of voices, like dabbing, or flicking, or pressing, or thrusting, or ringing, or slashing, or gliding, or floating. I'm trying to learn from the best. He also mentioned that there are male voices, as we know, and female voices. There are also small voices, medium voices, or large voices. There are also light, as I said, direct, sudden. Also, your character could speak with a lisp, or they could be hard of hearing. Also, and I'm having fun with this video, there could be a nasally voice, or there could be a throaty voice, or there could be a breathy voice, or there could be a dry voice. You get the picture? There are so many things that you can do with a voice. And he mentions that you can have a friendly voice, hello, or you can have an impartial voice, really, or you can have an aggressive voice. I'm having fun, as I said. There is so much that you can learn from this particular narrator. And I, as I said, suggest that you check him out. I came across his channel because I wanted to narrate my short stories for YouTube. And I wasn't sure how to begin. I wasn't sure how to create a voice. So I searched, and thankfully I came up with his channel. And what I like about this particular channel and his method, Darren McStade, is that I have index cards surrounding me now to remind me of the different voice patterns. He also mentioned accents. I didn't mention that. So you can have accents and you can incorporate that into your creation of a voice. But as I said, I like his method because I can take an index card and I can write a character's name. And then I can look at the pattern of speech that this character uses. And then I can determine if it's a female or male, young or old. I can also determine whether they speak fast or medium or slow. Are they young or old or middle age? There is so much that you can do. And with these index cards, I'll put the character's name, I'll put their speech pattern, I'll put whether they speak lightly and softly and quietly, or whether they have a sexy, breathless voice. And when I need to narrate my stories, I'll pull out these index cards and I will glance at them, and they will remind me the pattern so that I can keep each character's voice distinct and separate from the other character voices. So thank you. Thank you for joining me on my platform. I hope this video has been helpful,